The Nintendo Music app has a big problem, and I'm trying to fix it. Because even though it looks to be an amazing repository of Nintendo's music library from over the past several decades, it fails to credit any of the original composers. Which is disappointing, not just because properly attributing the artists on which the entire app is based is simply the right thing to do, but also because it makes things worse for us who subscribe to the service in the first place. As not only is it impossible to see who composed each track, which would both be interesting information as well as a useful research tool, but it also makes the act of discovery harder too, as it can't search for music by the artists either. Like, I would have never realized that the same freaking guy, Jun Ishikawa, has been involved in the Kirby series since the beginning of time, and is still composing for it to this day. Information like that would be so freaking cool to be able to discover yourself by simply using the app. So, until the day that Nintendo fixes this by adding proper credits to every track in the app, I've been working on the next best thing, which is to make a custom playlist for every composer represented in the app, with every track they worked on properly attributed to them. I've been a busy boy. And thanks to the magic of being able to share custom playlists through the app, you can all access them too! I'm calling this little experiment the Nintendo Music Credit Project. It even has its own social media and everything. And I've already identified over 24 composers, all of whom now have their own custom playlist, whether it just be for one song or a few hundred. I'll put a few of the QR codes on the screen right now, but make sure to check the description below for the full list of composers and their playlists, including direct links to them in case you can't scan the QR codes at this moment. And I'll be keeping the list updated as more music and composers are added over time. And this is where the Nintendo Music Credit Project needs your help, because unsurprisingly, Nintendo's done a pretty poor job of publicly documenting who made what track, outside of a few soundtracks they released, which actually did have the information that was incredibly useful for this video or this project. Because there are an equal amount of tracks, if not even more out there, that I have no idea who made. Now, I've already been able to track down a few of them, but there are going to be more I'm not going to be able to figure out. And again, I'm going to need your help for that, because some of this information is really hard to find, if it's even out there at all. But if it is, I know some of you will be able to find it. So I encourage you to follow this project at NMCredit on Twitter and maybe elsewhere in the future to let me know who made those mysterious tracks, as I'll be posting updates to that account, again at NMCredit, about this project, including new playlists, updates to existing playlists, and fixes to playlists, because I'm sure despite my best efforts I made a few mistakes, and if I haven't, I'm sure I will. And I'll need you all to catch up and let me know about them so I can then fix them. So again, either tweet at me or DM me directly at NMCredit on Twitter with any information you may have on the attribution for any particular track, including fixes to existing ones that may be in this playlist already. I'll link to that Twitter account in the description below as well. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you all enjoyed the Nintendo Music Credit Project, because I spent a lot of time putting it together, and of course I'm not done yet. My job isn't done, especially with all the new music coming our way. And again, I thank you in advance for your help. But at the least, I hope some of you get some enjoyment out of this, whether it's finding new music from composers you love or finding out more about the composers you may not know much about. Whatever it is, I hope that this is of some use to you, and I hope that eventually Nintendo realizes that this is important information and that they actually add to the app properly, if only so I don't have to keep updating it myself. But the credit is much more important, so I really hope Nintendo does that, because I think it would not only be the right thing to do, but I think it would also be useful too, if not also entertaining. But for now, these playlists are the best we have. So again, I hope you enjoy them, and I thank you again for support as we go down or embark on this new weird journey on the Nintendo Music Credit Project. Again, follow us on Twitter, let us know if we made any mistakes or give us feedback there. And with that, we'll catch you later. Bye everyone!